The Buffalo Bills have an emerging new rookie on this defense that is really starting to stand out. Maxwell Hairston just played in his second game of the year. Last week played against Carolina in about 27 snaps. This week played a little bit more, and he is starting to really get comfortable within this defense, and we saw exactly how good he could truly be versus one of the best teams in football in the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is telling. Okay, he was the highest graded player on this defense from this week, and right now they're going to get a go ball, right? Patrick Mahomes sees a rookie on Xavier Worthy and says, I am throwing this ball no matter what, right? It's a rookie on Xavier Worthy, one of the fastest players in the NFL. They call this a yes-no read, where during the pre-snap, he notices the matchup and he says, as long as this safety bites down and doesn't directly go help out, I am throwing that ball no matter what. But he doesn't understand that Maxwell Hairston is not going. He's not that guy. He's not the guy that you need to target every time. He's got way more speed than you think. Safety bites up. Once he sees that, he turns and he chucks the ball down the field. Now, what's crazy about Maxwell Hairston is the man was running step for step with the fastest man in the NFL all day long. I mean, it was easy for him. Stayed hip to hip the entire time. Even did a really good job, right? Not over pursuing, not allowing the back shoulder, but then staying hip to hip, a little bit of contact from the offense. I mean, it's just clamps. It's just clamps. Now, I do want to say there's not going to be too much to break down because he was targeted 4 times, did allow 1 catch, and did have 1 interception, but didn't have any really tackles. So we'll do what we can to look at his coverage skills from this game. Before we dive in, do me a big favor. If you want more Buffalo Bills content, hit the like button. Helps out the channel so much, but also subscribe. It's free. And let's dive right into the video. All right, interesting play. Doesn't get targeted on this one, but is playing in a zone coverage. He's dropping back into a third, while this guy drops back into the flats. I think he does a pretty decent job here, not allowing anything to happen deep. Right, so as we drop back, we make sure we turn. We're scanning the field, making sure nothing is kind of entering our zone here, and we do a really good job, right? Playing the tight end, getting down the field, allowing the linebacker to step back up in space, and ultimately, because there's pressure from, I believe, Deon Walker, he throws his ball into the dirt, gets an intentional grounding, and ultimately nothing was open down the field. Maxwell does a really good job getting to his zone very quickly, keeping everything in front of him for the most part, not allowing anything to get behind him. It's a good job. Just a good job. Again, it's not going to be too entertaining because he wasn't targeted on that play, but I'll take that. Here's the big play. Joey Bosa gets a little bit of pressure off the edge, forces this ball to come out early. Obviously, we're in a zone coverage. You're going to see this linebacker immediately break out to the flats pretty much off the snap, right? Sprints over there. Now, Maxwell Hairston, we have to understand, when we're in a zone coverage, the job of all of these guys, right? Unless you're sprinting to where you need to be, your job is to read the eyes of the quarterback. Now, Mahomes is staring down this right side, right? He's got trips over here. Most likely, that's where he's going to go with the football, right? He's got the majority of his weapons over there. So, as we're reading the quarterback's eyes, he's looking down the field, trying to find something deep. And look at Maxwell, right? He might not be in this deep zone, but I'll tell you what. He plays it perfectly. Look at his ability to track down the ball and come away. Look at the hands at the catch point, plucking it out of the air. That is a play by your rookie DB. Reading, reacting, and attacking off the eyes of the quarterback and just having the ability. I also do want to give credit to Joey Bosa in this game. He was incredible, okay? Joey Bosa was unreal. That's why you go pick up a Joey Bosa. Look at him demoralize that right tackle, get into the face. Now, ultimately, whenever you can create pressure on the quarterback, guys, you can create one of 6 different situations. A bad throw, a bad decision, an interception, maybe a sack, maybe a forced fumble on the sack, maybe even a holding call, right? And not only do you get a bad pass, you get a bad decision, and you get the interception by Maxwell. I mean, just perfect. It's just perfect. I love Maxwell Hairston. I know he's only played 2 games, small sample size, but I am excited about this dude's overall potential. Monday Night Football is going to be amazing tonight, and I had a couple of picks for you guys, so we could potentially over 1,000x our money. with the sleeper app, I've been having so much fun using it. And guys, really quickly, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit with your first deposit, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 in bonus funds. I mean, just take that alone and use it, right? It's amazing. But let's go through some of my picks. I'm going to start off with Bijan. I like Bijan today to just get a lot of passes. I think Buffalo's going to go up early. So let's look at his line of 115.5 rushing and receiving yards. And I'm going to go more than just 100. I think he's going to catch the football a ton in this football game. I also like Josh Allen rushing, but I'm going to keep it at 25.5, go more than 25. I think that's fair. You know, the Chicago Bears run defense is not very good at all. We're going to go to rushing yards, and I'm going to put it at 50, more than 50 rushing yards. I think that's another one that's pretty fair, one more. I want to go Kyle Pitts. Darnell Mooney, I believe, is out today. I could be wrong, but 25 receiving yards more than I feel like is pretty fair. So Bijan, rush receiving, Josh Allen rushing, Jacory 50, Kyle Pitts 25 plus. I feel like that's fair. If you put 20, you can win 50. Obviously, you can put a lot more. I like playing really safe, but if you really want to go for the moon, you guys can. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, use promo code DUBS. Get that free match deposit. You'll get up to $100 on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. And again, code DUBS. I will say he does get beat on this comeback route. It's going to look like he's running like this wheel down the right sideline. He's going to come back right to that first down marker. As we're dropping back into this zone, we're going to be in a back pedal. We just kind of get beat trying to prevent the deep ball down the field, which is fine, right? There's only 22 seconds left in the game. We really just don't want to get beat over the top, so we're really just allowing, or not allowing, I should say, the offense to get behind us, right? So we play a good job. I'm sure this is probably an option where he can break down the field if he really had the opportunity to, but there's a deep safety over here. Comes back. We keep him in front of us. They pick up 18 yards. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal because we're not allowing a touchdown on this play. So although it's a 18-yard catch allowed, I'm not going to sit here and blame him for it too much because it's so late in the game. Now, they try to run the same thing to the opposite side. This time, more of like a deep out route. This time, plays it very, very well. And I thought this was a good play by Maxwell Hairston. Pretty much stays hip to hip the entire time. Doesn't allow anything down the field. They're going to act like they're going to break this thing to the outside. And then, boom, breaks it to the out. Ball's coming out early, but he's there. Doesn't overcommit in the wrong direction. Breaks down perfectly. He's there. I mean, he's there all day, every day. Right, that's a great possession by Maxwell Hairston. Doesn't get beat again, right? You can beat him once. You're not going to beat him twice on that. A very similar type of sideline route. Look at Xavier Worthy kind of barking at him a little bit. Hey, I'm liking Maxwell Hairston. Now, overall, that was pretty much it for Maxwell Hairston. Wasn't really targeted again in this game. So, again, covering a DB is not the easiest thing to do in the world because there's just not a lot of action. I mean, here they throw it down the field, but he's not really involved. He's covering that more in route. Incomplete down the field. But let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post a Bills video. I do want to cover maybe Joey Bosa, depending on what you guys want to see. Do you want me to cover Joey Bosa, who had a great game? Do you want me to cover Deion Walker a little bit more? Or anybody? Let me know in the comments by hitting the like button and subscribing, joining the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.